Good morning. Welcome back to the Big Blue Wet Thing. We are going to go get some resources deeper than I can really safely dive. That's the plan. Good morning, Bingo Bard. Nice to see you. I am curious if you have tried starting this back up. I know you just had a birthday and probably have other things to try too, but I am curious if you've thought of. I know you mentioned thinking about trying this some more. Right, we were looking for. Neither of these. Some limestone. No, it wasn't sandstone chunks. It was shale. Shale's what I was looking for.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
My Seamoth is a little beat up. Where are my cameras? There we go. Good morning, Night Owl. Yeah, the pollen count just got way too high. My contacts were bugging out, so I do have backup glasses. I do use them on occasion. Ooh. Okay. That's a bigger opening. That'll be easier to get down. Let's go down here. Is it C to descend? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I know the Seamoth can't really handle any more than 200 meters, and we've got this little facility down there that is definitely below that. But my priority is actually to find diamond, which I am aware is in shale deposits down here. Hello, Raven. Let me.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
My repair tool with me. Let's just. Oops. Whoop. No, back out. Okay, repair tool. Let's just fix this up so it doesn't like explode on me. Easy enough. Okay. I'll run out of air quickly down here, but
passing 200
there's a tooth.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
But I can use the Seamoth like a portable pocket of air. Ooh, no, I want scanner. The eye. It's edible, but not great. Probably has more moisture in it. It should with the giant eyeball. What's that? There's like a big angry beetle looking thing. Oh, it's another land shark. Okay. Fair enough. Is it a full game, Bingo Bard? The below zero, deep freeze, whatever it is, Subnautica thing? Or is it like an expansion? I've never quite been sure.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Shh. I find it very difficult to see the deposits I'm looking for on this rock wall. I need to be careful. There are definitely alien sea creatures here that I cannot deal with. Almost certainly.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Don't worry, Raven. I'm not planning on doing anything too exciting at the moment. I'm just looking for some rock deposits in the area that might have diamonds in them, which may take me a minute.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
I don't need to scan that. Okay. It's gold. Is that a gold vein? Is that what this is? Magnetite. Diamond. Alright, there we go. Lithium. Don't suffocate, don't suffocate, don't suffocate. Okay. I gotta find the way back out. Should be by my cameras. All right. All right, we'll make the laser cutting tool, and then we're gonna grab a fire extinguisher and head back to the ship. Oh, there's also that sunken bit. Maybe we'll check that out first. It's closer by. My entrance is on this side.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Good to be aboard. Personal equipment. Tools. Laser cutter. All right. Have the means to make both a thermal plant and a nuclear reactor for my station, but right now I feel like I'm totally okay. Water filtration system is actually a really good idea. Long term. First we plan. Okay, I do have a full battery, which is good because my scanner's going to run out soon. You know what? I'm probably not going to need my station builder tool, so let's store that. I've got the fire extinguisher on me, so that's great. Laser cutter. I've got one thing of water. I feel like I'm going to want more food and water. I should go grab some. Let me turn some of this quartz into glass real quick. It'll take up less space that way. It takes up less space. I'm sure I'm going to want some quartz at some point. But for now... Oh, I can make enameled glass by combining it with a stock. I'm going to want that. Okay, yeah. Using up some things so that they take up less space in the inventory, so I have some free slots for whatever I can find. Perfect. Let's grab a couple of fish to cook and make water with. And then I'll listen to the radio message. Come here. Got it. some water. Honestly, probably too much food, but that's fine. We'll cure one of these so it lasts longer, since I have some salt. Got it. I know how I can tell the difference. Perfect. Drink some water. Alright, cutter, extinguisher, scanner, extra battery, let's go. I know it's nighttime, we'll take the seam off.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, let's go. Suppose I don't need that blueprint pinned anymore, do I? Unpin all, perfect. I don't know, the way I found in was near the front, so we'll just head back there and see what all we can explore. You know, I don't think you're wrong there, Seahawk. Anything I'm hoping to find? I mean, anything. The possibilities are endless. There could be a radio to signal out to people. There could be a missile launcher. There could be just more blueprints for a more efficient base. Fishing equipment. A large stockpile of food and water. Anything. There could be anything in here. Honestly, just more information about what happened. Though I assume we got shot down as we approached by the alien thing. So honestly, just information and scans on that, information about other facilities on the planet, any long-range scan information, maybe just a way to make a long-range scanner. Shoot, maybe there's some decent medical facilities I can get more information about whatever I'm infected with. Okay. I know I've been in some of this. Might as well double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. Took the poster. Have the data. Oh, extra battery here. Might need it. I'm going to be using a flashlight a bunch. I mean, I was just trying to think of what is the biggest, the most ridiculous thing there, Bingo Bard, which is why I went with missile launcher. I acknowledge the possibility for all kinds of things. I don't think I'm going to need my knife. Well, that's not going out at all. Okay. Not through there? Whoop. I seem to be struggling. Lots of struggles. That's fine. It's the old fire extinguisher, right? There's nothing in that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Welcome back. Fall damage? Can I... Gonna be honest, I don't actually know how the laser cutter works or what I could use it on. Maybe there's another entrance to the ship? Like, this may not be the only way in. I'm just not finding other things. You know, I was trying things. I don't seem... Well, there's an auto run, but no, I don't seem to have a crouch button. I do have a sprint. Raven, all that you missed is I found a diamond and made a laser cutter, which I know I'm going to need to access more parts of this ship. Good morning, Propane Panda. Nice to see ya. Yes, it's the same ship. I didn't have a laser cutter before. So I knew there were going to be parts of the ship that I couldn't access. Like, locked doors and things. Yes, this is the ship we were in that crashed and exploded. And I'm pretty sure now that the issue is we got shot down by the alien cannon. Probably. Okay, here's a hole. Can we get in here? Ugh. Maybe not. Okay, I don't seem to be able to go this way. Ow. Leave me alone. There's too much data. Maybe I can put out that fire that I was looking at, and I'm just stupid. Fire extinguishers do not last long enough to need, like, trial and error. Yeah, none of that worked. Fire extra bad. Death count 2. Where is That way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I agree, Seahawk. It doesn't seem to be effective. I can't seem to actually do anything with it, and it all looks too big anyway. But you know, it's the future space. Maybe their fire extinguishers are extra efficient somehow. What does dead location mean there, Bingo Bard? Some food. Dead end location. Yeah, that's I'm assuming it's something like that. It is not clear from the environmental design where I can and cannot go here. I don't expect this full space to be explorable, but I am not sure where I can and cannot explore, especially since I've been given, in theory, a cutting tool that should let me get into a lot more. But I don't expect it to be free use. It's not a super laser that cuts through everything. So I'm still gonna need to find something that I can actually use to get going. And so, like, if the fire looks like fires I can put out, that's some dodgy design. It's not the worst. I'm not worried about it. Oh, it was a land shark. Propane panda, that's what that was. Sand shark. Sand shark. They burrow and pop out and go, ah! I do say casually, I've seen a bunch of them. They're fine. They don't seem all that interested in me. I think they would rather easier prey. I'm willing to bet I can use the laser cutter on, like, some of these deposits. Well, apparently not lead, but... See, I'm expecting a prompt to tell me I can use the thing. Like, it needs to be tutorialized, basically. I don't know how the laser cutter works. I need something to tell me how to use it. That's sort of what I'm expecting. And since I wasn't finding anything that way, I'm wondering if there's just another opening in the ship I can get in. Maybe, maybe not. I'll go poke in one more time for sure. Because it definitely feels like the furniture blocking the cargo hold doesn't seem like permanent, you can't go here. Otherwise, like, the door would be sealed or whatever, right? Or there'd be fire I can't go through. But it's just a stack of desks. So, feels like I should be able to get around that somehow. But I'm wondering if I just keep going around the ship, if I'll find another route in. Maybe something closer to the cargo base. I run funny if I'm holding a tool out. I assume it's because I've got giant flippers. Yeah. Yeah, Raven. You nailed it. We're on the same wavelength. Okay. Hook back in. Nothing there. Right, yeah, this doesn't do anything. I don't know how it's supposed to work. I assume I'm going to come up to a locked door and it'll be like, you can use your laser cutter to go through this. Okay, let's go around the ship and see if there's just another route up. Okay. Ugh. I go more this way. Ah! Not really. Alright, getting the seam off.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ugh, the water's all murky, can't see anything. Ah! Okay, this is just an invisible wall. Okay, cool. Just, I can't go into this at all. Okay. So none of that then, I guess. I do think it's fun that if I launch up into the air really hard, I can actually get some decent height, but I can't control the seam-off in the air at all. Feels pretty great, gonna be honest. So it looks kind of like more climbable surface. I'm just not sure exactly how yet. Take a look. Oh, can't get up that. Aha! Dolphin leap. Nope. This is all just invisible walled and bad collision. Maybe there isn't another way onto the ship? This is just repeated rock texture. Not yet, Bingo Bard, although I appreciate you offering. If I run into more, I will do that. I know that there's the broken off chunk of the ship. Oh, hey, there's something. Just make sure I'm not going to get eaten. Hey, found a time capsule? One second. Get in the air. Time capsule. Sturdy containers designed to store written and photographic evidence for later retrieval. In addition to a number of small items, Time capsules are often fabricated by marooned survivors seeking either to aid those who find themselves in the same predicament in the future or to leave evidence of their flight, which may be found long after the bodies have disintegrated. Most emergency escape vehicles are equipped with a time capsule by default, usually found in the cockpit to be jettisoned on takeoff. There should be tools and resources in here. Okay. I have found Damir. Propulsion cannon. It was a photo from another player? Oh, that's fun. Okay. Oh, that sounds bad. I think there might be bad things on this side of the ship. Birds? Skyray! Bird-like head and feathered wings. Their presence indicates dry land. Is there anything useful on this landmass? I have the propulsion cannon blueprint, so I don't need that. That's my Seamoth's light. I feel like this journey has been cool, but ultimately not helpful. Let us eat. Okay. I'm a scary monster. I guess, Bingo Bard, I have one question. One solid backseating question that you can answer for me. Is there only the one way onto the ship? This way in the back that I've been going up, is that the only way on, or is there another way on I need to find? That's the thing I need to know. That's the only path forward. Okay, that's fine. I just need to figure out where I need to go then, I guess. There's gotta be a fire I gotta put out, and or a thing I can laser cut open. Exit before I forget for too much longer. The game does not autosave. It's there, saved. Alright, let's go. Get up there. So you're saying this door here, this is the only way onto the ship. Am I understanding that right? There's nothing behind there. Yeah, okay. Downloaded data. Really, there's just got to be a way into the cargo bay. That's really all I've got now. Am I just supposed to be able to get in here? What am I missing? Because this should be working, right? Cut a way into here somehow? No? I can't go up there. Yes, what am I missing? There's clearly something I'm missing, and I don't know where I should be looking. No, I know there's more on the ship. And I know I've gotten there before, which is part of why I'm frustrated. Like, the area is just not that big. How am I supposed to know that I need another tool to move these when I was told I need a fire extinguisher and a laser cutter? I haven't gotten to use the laser cutter. Okay. I have some design concerns with the game. But with that, I do know the laser cutter will get me into a broken piece closer to my base. So let's go do that. I'm willing to bet the tool I need is in there. I have some Metroidvania concerns.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I will call the game out for that. I followed its instructions. Okay, let's just go back, get the thing that will actually work. could use the scanner and cameras to find this thing again, but honestly, it shouldn't be that hard to find. I might be wrong about that. That might just be hubris. Was it this one? Unclear. That looks really open. Well, there's at least a door, so yeah. Let's go check this out.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
That doesn't do anything to the door. I can go into here.
Integrating new PDA data.
I already have the Ultra Glide fins. Water. Let's go get air. Go get air. Where's my sea moth? There it is. I can go deeper in there, can't I? Is this where I drowned before? Maybe that's what I'm missing. Let's go in here. That is a fragment of the laser cutter, which I don't need anymore, so if I wanted to get the laser cutter, I could do it here. Here we go. See, this is what I was expecting. Something's going to tell me I can use the laser cutter on this. That just circled back around. Well, that's fine. Let's go up for more air. This was actually down. I need to go up for more air. That's the battery in my flashlight out.
Meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Enter the sea moth. Okay. Escape. Battery. Exchange power source with a new battery. This cuts on time going. This cuts on time going through the vent. I can't open that door. So all of this was functionally useless? That feels wrong. This was just another way to get the laser cutter blueprint. I mean, I suppose I can go ahead and finish scanning these. One more. Is there another path through here? Nope. Okay, so this is just a place to get laser scanner blueprints. That's it. Or laser cutter blueprints, which I have already. Right, okay, the bingo bar, that's not actually helpful if I don't get anything for doing it. Wherever I would get the thing that I actually need and would be useful, I would learn how to use the laser cutter there. I understand there needs to be multiple places to get some things. I understand that. I will admit, though, I'm a little frustrated because I feel like I made real solid progress getting the diamonds to get the laser cutter together, and then I went to the place where the game told me I needed the laser cutter, and that was just wrong. Alright, let's see. Is there any more to this? Can't open this because it doesn't have the gray spot. So even though it's a door that doesn't open, it is not a sealed door I need to cut. No, there is nothing more to this. Alright, I'm going back to base to scan for fragments. Ow. It's okay. It was a minor crash. All better. Nobody saw anything. Alright.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Happy to be aboard. So I was pretty sure there was a whole huge cluster of fragments in some wreckage that I didn't know how to get into. Yeah, this. Was that a hatch on this side that I can open? Is that what's happening? I don't even understand what's happening. I don't know how I'm supposed to know what's going on. But let's go find out. Smack the fishies. This is a hatch I can open it. Okay. Uh-huh. I already have this blueprint. Grab the PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
It's for beacons. We repair this door rather than cut through it. Yep, might as well scan this too. Okay, let's get some air.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We'll go into the vent. There is no into the vent. There's nothing. Okay. So, all my concern around this was also a waste of time and did not get me in anywhere else. Okay. That is 300 meters deep, and my CMOF can only go to 200. None of that works. Alright, let's go listen to the radio broadcast, because I did get one earlier.
This is Life Pod 4. We've landed close to the Aurora. Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us, and I don't know how long we're gonna last. We're close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I found Life Pod 4. It's floating upside down. 150 meters northwest of the port midsection. When do I empty my inventory? Never. Again, Seahawk, knowing I can open doors doesn't help me unless the door that I learned how to open it actually gave me things I needed. And I understand it could have if I had found it sooner, in theory. But that's not my concern now. My concern is, how do I actually make progress? Yeah, this is 4. I've definitely driven past this. Oh, maybe I missed something here. Let's check it out. I mean, first aid kit's fine, but yes, I did. There's a PDA here that I apparently missed.
Integrating new PDA data.
Unless it spawned after I heard the message, but not before. And I don't know how it's... Bingo Bird, I don't think it's weird to have found this. You see it on your way to the ship, and the ship is like the thing. That's the only thing you can see around you. Of course you're going to check it out. That's fine. Let's hear their log.
To any Altera crew. Landed in area of significant alien activity. Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species designator Reaper. One specimen attempted to swallow the life pod, doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site. I have retrieved a data box with the creature decoy and enough resources to fabricate a couple of them. The swim's longer than the decoy lifetime, but it should just be enough to keep them busy. If you don't find me on board the ship, presume I miscalculated.
Fair enough. Unfortunate, but just the way it is. Now my inventory's full. I apparently healed over time. Not great to eat it raw, but whatever. No, I have not made all the tools well, all the tools I'm aware of. I'm gonna go back to base and take a look. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna cook something. I'm gonna look through my blueprints and see if there's anything that seems like it will provide meaningful progress. Like, I'm pretty sure I've got something for more fins. There's that deep underwater base I found. I could try to swim to this life pod, though, to be honest, that sounds like a death sentence. I'd have to swim 100 meters deeper than my Seamoth can go, but maybe there's a way to upgrade the Seamoth that I haven't noticed. I mean, I assume there is a way to upgrade the Seamoth, but I don't think I have access to it yet. But I could be wrong. Let's find out. Alright. These are materials. Food. I already have a high-capacity oxygen tank. Got the radiation suit. Got the rebreather. Right, that's for caving. Oh, the propulsion cannon. That's what I need. I need the propulsion cannon to push desks around. Okay. Wiring kit needs silver. I don't have any. Silver in here either, right? No. Drop a bunch of extra titanium.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I do need more lockers in my base, A-drop, but not yet. I'll work on it. Alright, silver. I should scan for the things to help me get silver. Voice log, data log. Geological data. It is sandstone. Let's scan for sandstone. That should be easy. Yeah, 100 meters is just really far, Bingo Bard, when I know it'll be reducing my oxygen efficiency to do so. Alright. Let's go mark the sandstone. Like, I want either a better vehicle or better oxygen tank or something. Okay, there. And then more that way. Not far. Let's get silver. That's camera 1. Where's camera 2? There we go. Ah, they picked it up. Let's go. Sandstone right over here. Lead. What do I need to scan? Oh, the stalker tooth. Excuse you. I'm busy. There's a whole bunch of them here. They've been chipping their teeth on the rocks in the area a lot. There's so many stalker teeth. Wow, okay. Well, if I need teeth for anything, I've got plenty, I guess. It's gold. Another radio message. I thought for sure I would see more here right away. That's limestone. Can't catch me, haha. In this cave, is that what it is? Yes. Okay. Let's mark the opening. Excuse you. It's fine. Ah! Wait, where did my... Oh, I left my sea moth over here. Ah, okay. We're gonna go over there. Find a cave. 3 sandstone. Should get 1 silver.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Man, you dragged it all the way back. I was very obnoxious. I don't think this was the cave at all. It's limestone. There's a sandstone. It's more lead. It's more limestone. Limestone. There's sandstone. There's a silver. Okay. Well, 1 silver's enough. I am fussing with the fishies. Okay, back to the base. We'll make the propulsion cannon, which is the furniture mover. Not necessarily a self-defense device designed to push fish around, which is what I thought, because it's called a cannon. I need 2 silver. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, we got our 2nd silver. Let's go back to the wiring kit so we can make propulsion cannon so we can actually make progress. I feel like I have spent an hour doing nothing while trying really hard to make exact progress. And, like, before I go, I'll need to get more food. Ugh. Alright, I'm sure I need more materials. No, I don't. Got everything I need. Let's go. Okay. Let me grab my habitat builder. Can I build another locker? Yes. And it just takes 2 titanium. Let's just go ahead and... I apparently ran out of locker, or ran out of titanium. Cool. I'm not going to need these raw materials. I will sort them some other time, but for now, that'll do. Now food, then cooking, then maybe progress? I am starting to understand why I stopped playing before. It's not that it's bad. It's fine. It's in fact got some really good creative ideas. There's just a little more fluff than necessary. I did know I could name the lockers and color code them. I am aware. I'm just not concerned about it right now. And honestly, maybe never. Okay. Of course, I'm probably going to want more water, but you know, I also just kind of want to go and play the game, but... Leave my Seamoth alone.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Okay. No fish I can buy drugs from now. Propane Panda, I would have agreed with that at the start, for sure. But that doesn't mean this isn't good or it doesn't have value. There's definitely good things in here. All right, they did create a really solid alien world that they put a lot of thought into, and I do appreciate and enjoy that. But there's parts of it that remind me of, like, when MMOs were really new. People didn't know what to do with them. and people treated them like a entirely second world that you could spend time in, that you could live in. World of Warcraft isn't just a game, it's a new kind of place, and you can do whatever you want there. And none of that was ever actually true. That did not pan out. Turns out they're just video games. And that's fine. They're good as video games, but I'm getting that same vibe here, where, yeah, there were all sorts of writings philosophically about, like, can you have a real virtual church, and what does that mean? And, like, post-COVID, we just have those. It's called a Zoom meeting. You could just do that. I'm gonna find out there's no battery in here or something. Excuse you, I'm busy. And so there's a little bit here where the vibe is, isn't it cool to just be on an alien planet? And it's like, yeah, but it's not a real alien planet. Like, the joy of being on an actual alien planet would be the actual alien planet. This is a video game with, like, goals and objectives and things. It's not. I can put a screensaver up of whatever if I just wanted to see cool 3D animations. There, pull the desk. Pull the desk. There, everything's still awkwardly in the way. Cool. Flashlight. There we go. Alright, into the cargo bay. I totally have the code for this somewhere. Where in my data logs?
Scans of damage to the Aurora do not match any known offensive technologies.
Data. Codes and clues. A security terminal inside the captain's quarters, located on the prawn bay. That's not what I need. Note to self, cargo bay code 1454. One, 4, 5, 4. Aha! Come on. Get up there. Well, see, I can launch them once I've picked them up, but the Seahawk, it does both. But they can't call it a gravity cannon, because that's owned by Half-Life already.
Integrating new PDA data.
The Trans-Government Profile of the Altera Corporation, which are the people who made the spaceship, is one of the largest suppliers of spacefaring technologies and consumer electronics in the Federation. It's the official supplier of the TSF. It was a defense manufacturer. Despite superficial similarities to national governments, the corporation's lawyers have always maintained that it has no legal obligation to its employees, but voluntarily elects to take on the roles usually served by a democratically elected government. This claim has not yet been tested in Federation courts. It's a corporation, it's in it for profits, they are not good. Ugh. Give me the water. Okay, got some open crates. Yep, good old nutrition block. I need my scanner now. Scanner. Called a bleeder, parasitic leech type thing. Avoid or incapacitate. It is inconvenient and unhygienic. There, incapacitated it. Got some magazines.
Integrating new PDA data.
VR Suite. Desert Island Drama.vrat. Players traded coconuts. Grow a coconut tree. They slept, it got cold. Musket. And then they died of cold and starvation. Seamoth Module Park Mark 1, which I'm pretty sure is just what I... Oh! Enhances the depth. Perfect. That'll let my Seamoth go deeper. There's a busted Seamoth in the bay. Extra battery. So, like, oof. I want to talk about the design issues I'm seeing. It's, again, it's not bad, but I do think that that tension between wanting to make a cool world for you to be in and the video game are coming into conflict right here, and it's really easy for me to see. The fact is, the survival elements seem really important at the start, but very quickly you recognize that near your base there is all the food and water you could need, and you can stock up on it. I could make now all the filtered water I want and put it in a locker, and it will never be a long-term concern. The only concern is I have a limited inventory space. So it's only when I'm out exploring that having food and water matters. But inside this ship, where I am away from my base for an extended period of time, it would be obnoxious for me to get a couple of rooms in and then need to go back for more food and water. So they've supplied me with food and water along the way, and if we're gonna do that, why are the hunger and thirst elements in the game at all? Like, that's the thing I'm seeing. That what I have learned by coming in here is research management is a joke. It doesn't actually matter. The moment I really need things, they're gonna give it to me.
New PDA data.
In which case, all the faff I did to have food and water to come on this journey, I was wasting my time. And it wasn't actual gameplay. There was no decision making that had to happen there. None of that, like, kills the game for me, but that's what's happening. That's why these things are here. Yes, especially for how fast the need for water occurs. Yes, exactly. Those are parts of this game, but only kinda. They don't really matter. They're just annoying. They don't factor into the gameplay. Now, making them factor into the gameplay is hard. That's a hard thing to do. You might make more than one trip on the ship, but why? They're giving me everything I need to continue to explore. If I need to go back now, it's even more annoying than if there wasn't anything here, because I could have planned for it. But they've told me, what I have learned from the gameplay is, don't bother planning for this. So if I run out now, it's more obnoxious because they've taught me the wrong thing. The game teaches you how to play it. That's how video games work. And so running into these struggles here, this kind of thing happens in video games all the time, but that's what I'm seeing, is that they clearly built a really cool alien world and were more concerned with that, which is fine. That's valid and good and fun and definitely the best part of the game. But the reason why we're running into problems with how to actually progress is how to progress. Where the gameplay is was a secondary concern in designing it. Now you can see that in this and in the way food and water have been implemented. In theory, it's a cool idea to need to forage for food and water, but you need to do that right away in a survival situation, and here, once you've done that, it's solved. And then it's just an annoyance for the rest of the game. Okay. Auxiliary mission orders was to find the crew of the Degassi, which is the old ship with the crew we found that was farming. Disappeared a decade ago, carrying with it a high-ranking Mongolian chief. Corporate insurance has passage aboard the Aurora for emissary Kassar. Your orders are to make every reasonable effort to locate and retrieve the Degassi crew members without compromising the primary mission. Confirming the fate of the crew will aid Altera's diplomatic efforts with the Mongolian councils. Okay, so it was a secondary mission. The primary mission was to set up a transport gate. That's what the Aurora was trying to do. But secondarily, they're like, hey, there's a Degassi crew with an important Mongolian chief. Go find him as a secondary effort, which I guess is why we got close to this planet. Nothing in the locker.
Integrating new PDA data.
Sweet offer from Huggins to Wilson. Never took a ride on the outside of the rig? Keys to a giant frickin' robot suit. We've plain got nothing to do till we get Starside to work on the gate. You want to taste the stars? You've only got to say. My spare prawn suit's got your name on it. You don't know what power feels like till you've crushed an asteroid with your bare, heavily mechanically augmented hands. Okay, so there is a mech suit called a prawn, details of which should be on this ship. And more water. Like, on the one hand, I can also see, like, the design idea of, well, you find the water by thoroughly exploring, right? And so it's to encourage you to look for details. And I get that a little bit. But the fact is, I'm already doing that by being on the ship. There was a medical box back there, but my health is full. I didn't need it. It was just going to take up inventory space. And I can make as many medical boxes as I want back on my ship, so... That's gotta be a prawn! Let's get a mech suit.
Seek fluid intake.
Fine.
Picking up a faint black box signature originating on the other side of the hull breach in this room.
Good.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Black box sounds like it would be useful. Okay. Blueprints for a prawn suit Mark III. Fully insulated from the outside environment. Hydraulic limbs allow for manipulation of objects and power traversal. Rear-mounted thrusters for maneuverability. Range of modifications available. I need to scan 3 more of these. 2 more to scan. Whoop, okay. I'll have to find more prawn suit fragments. Nothing here. Hey, there's a prawn suit fragment. One more. A mech suit sounds cool. Probably let me get into things that I can't already. I assume that's an electrical hazard in there. And I won't be able... Ah, there we go. I won't be able to get whatever is in there. There we go. We can now make a mech suit. That is progress. Let's propulsion cannon this stuff out of the way. Ah. Yeah. Come on. There's another prawn suit. Which I assume will just give me titanium. Yep, okay. Living quarters, and I do have the key to the captain's quarters. So we should be able to get in. More water. Lots of water. Gotta make sure I'm not gonna run out of water. And food. Lots of food. The canteen is on fire. I do have a fire extinguisher. I don't want to use it up if I don't have to. At least not yet. So I've only got one and it's mostly empty already. So much. Okay, that is definitely an electrical hazard. I can't get in there unless I have some way to block that. We can scan the bed.
New blueprint acquired.
I have picked up a carry-all bag. Can I put things into it? I can place it. And I can open it. I can drop things. I can drop things into the container. And then carry the container. Open. Store. It takes up 4 slots. It can hold 9. So let's store extra water in it. Can't pick it up if it's not empty. What's the point of the bag? Now it's just a decoration. I can make lockers. I don't need a bag that I can't carry things in. Flashlight. I don't want to pick it up. Picking it up is a waste of time. I want to open it. Shelf.
New blueprint acquired.
Empty. Okay. Well, I mean, I should have known that since I can pick it up. If I can pick it up, it is empty, and I do not need it. Okay. Why would I take something later? There's no point in taking something later. I assume cabin 1, it must be the captain's quarters. Databank. I don't need a blueprint. I need... Okay. 2679? Am I pointing at the 5? Two, 6, 7, 9? 2, 6, 7, 9. Okay. Just double check. 2, 6, 7, 9. Not the captain's quarters. Okay. I guess they'll be labeled captain's quarters. Scan the table. I see a PDA over there.
New blueprint acquired.
Today's menu.
Integrating new PDA data.
Space Bear. Space Bear soup. Cottage pie or nutrient block. Dessert is dried fruits and nuts. More water. I do like the keep calm poster. I will take that. That's cute. Baked potato, coleslaw, mac and cheese, garlic bread, biscuits, chicken and pork, barbecue sliced beef. Open all week from 4 to 9 with a discount for frontiersmen. Take the extra fire extinguisher. Need that. But that's another example of what I'm talking about. I get that it adds to verisimilitude, and this room is mostly cosmetic anyway, but it's got a huge fire in it. The idea is you put out this fire, but to make sure you don't run out of fire extinguishers, they give you one. Okay, so supply closet, canteen. These doors are locked and cannot be opened. Cabin 1 can't be opened. I can put out that fire, but I can't deal with that electricity. Cabin 3 is dealt with. This way. It's not that it's not hard. Difficulty's not the issue. It's that it is not rewarding preparation and planning when that's your core mechanic. No. These are different things. So in something like, say, in something like Doom, we're gonna pull over here. In something like Doom, okay, where health is a resource that gets used up by walking over toxic floor or fire hazards or things like that, and you spend health in combat by enemies shooting you, you're not managing your health in a way where you're preparing for things. You're spending it over the course of the level, and giving you a bunch of health packs right before the boss doesn't punish you for having gotten through everything without needing it. That just prepares you so that the boss fight, they know you have full health. So because the primary engagement is the dodging of fireballs, not in stocking up supplies. That's not how you manage Doom. Here, all you do is stock up supplies. That's the whole game. You're stocking up resources to get new ways to stock up other resources. So if they give you the resources when you would need them, there's no reason to stock up. Now, they don't fail at this all of the time. They have just, somewhere in their testing, my guess, they acknowledged that being on the ship feels like making a lot of progress. Here's where the plot is. Here's where the game is happening. This is exciting. And needing to leave halfway through is just obnoxious and doesn't provide additional gameplay. There's no additional decisions here, is what's happening. There's no gameplay if there's no decisions. And so either they needed to let us need to prepare for this, which would be rewarding. If we got halfway through this and needed to go back, I wish I had stocked up, because then I could do more. Then when you stock up and come back and you can do more because you stocked up, you're rewarded for the gameplay. If I don't need to do that, then there's no decision making, there's no gameplay. How much to stock up? How much free inventory do I need? Those are decisions that I have to make constantly through everything else. And here, where the plot is happening, it's irrelevant. When I want to go to 300 meters, I gotta prepare my Seamoth, I gotta make sure I have food and water, I gotta make sure I know where I am on the map so that I can get there and get back as needed. Like, those are the skills being tested. But here, in this space where the actual plot is happening, they decided, don't bother. It's a weaker design. That's all. Like I said, it's not like game ruining or whatever. There's still plenty of cool. It's still a cool world. The aesthetic experience is still definitely worth it. Like I said, they were, and batteries too, because your flashlight's going to run out. It's all the same thing. All the resources you would actually want to stock up for, they just give you. That's why the first aid kits here are here as well, in case you mess up and walk into fire. They've removed the preparations. That's all. Thank you for those bits, Propane Panda. I appreciate it. I don't look like there's anything over there. Okay, so this room just had some empty resources. Giving you the food and water here would be like if Doom suddenly gave you a shield that made fireballs go around you all of the time. Then, and like an auto turret on your shoulder that shot everything. If something is already shooting everything for you, what's the game in Doom? And here, having something give me all the food and water I could possibly need, what is the gameplay left?
Integrating new PDA data.
The alms pamphlet. Charity is an archaic concept which the realism of today's Alterans has rendered obsolete. We understand that we are each responsible for ourselves, but the best way to get the most for ourselves is to work together with Altera. The implication of this reasoning is clear. If someone is in need, they must find a way to be needed. I agree, Raven. We're agreeing. We're agreeing that that's why this is the way it is. That they wanted to make sure the plot and the story would happen for players, that players would be able to exceed, would be able to make progress, that kind of thing. So they've just put the story separate from the gameplay. That's all. If the gameplay was just exploring, there isn't a point in playing the game. You could just watch a video of it. There needs to be a distinction. If it's just, look at these cool, crazy fish we invented, then all I need is a text file. There isn't a point in the gameplay, the actual doing of things. This is where the game happens, is in the play. Like, I could show you checkerboards, but that is different from playing checkers. If all that's here is, look at a cool alien world we made, then there's no distinction between a video about that and playing the game. That's all I'm saying. And a video about a cool alien world is called a movie. Those are fine. There's nothing wrong with those. It's just not a game. And that in an ideal world, and I'm sure this is true of the game developers, I'm sure they're aware of this, and that there are places where it's stronger and places where it's weaker. Like, that's fine. But in an ideal world, the gameplay and the narrative would be better interwoven, where my collecting of resources and preparing and planning would be part of how the plot is delivered, rather than being two separate things. Walking simulators, great. I got no problem with walking simulators. There are walking simulators. The Pathologic is a walking simulator. The Russian game I love so dang much, that's a walking simulator. But it's a walking simulator where the walking is integrated into the story. The gameplay and the narrative inform each other. I think that is also true of Edith Finch. As just another really good example. Edith Finch as a walking simulator is fantastic. Alms is a training academy for those that need to be needed. We're not a charity because we don't ask for handouts. We prefer to think of ourselves as a philanthropic beneficence facilitation service. By investing any number of credits, you'll be entered into our prize draw of the lottery system. Larger investments yield higher chances. It's a pyramid scheme. Credits go towards training unskilled colonists in vital tasks such as maintenance and interpersonal skills. They receive this training voluntarily and free of charge on condition of a minimum contract with one of our investors on completion of the training. It's an MLM! The Altera Alms organization is an MLM. That's kind of funny. I love it. Have I not looked at the floaters? I've scanned floaters forever ago. The drooping stingers. So I know at some point I'm going to leave. I don't know what a plasteel ingot is or what aerogel is. I'm apparently going to need to get more information on those. Go ahead and pin that recipe. I'll need it eventually. Oh, apparently plasteel is lithium and titanium? I don't know what aerogel is. We'll have to keep looking for things. MLM, multi-level marketing. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme scam. More battery and my inventory is full. Drink more water. Pick up the battery. Right, we've been in there, we've been in there, we've been in there.
Listen, I know I don't have the right to make demands of you, but I need you to understand that I want to change our arrangement.
I hear what you're saying, and I will try to respect it. How would you like to change it?
I would like to reduce our contact hours.
How much further can we do that?
To 0.
You're dumping me.
I'm changing the terms of our relationship.
How is it still a relationship if we don't see each other?
It's a relationship of a kind. You have so many expectations.
I feel you just want to spend more time with that dumb guy in his dumb robot suit.
That's not a feeling. It's a judgment. And I feel hostility in what you're saying. Perhaps your jealousy is a sign that you need to take another look at your business model. Why can't you just be happy for me?
I am happy for you, and I'm happy for all the guys in the prawn bay. I'm just not happy for me.
This is why I want to change our arrangement.
Okay. Pretty sure I've checked everything in here at this point, but you know, you're empty. Yeah, okay. Empty fire extinguisher. Don't need that. A 100% agree. I haven't even read the rest of your statement, Raven, but can we normalize trailers that show gameplay? Yes. Absolutely, please, can we do that? That's the thing I want to know. What is the gameplay? Pretty cinematics, concept art, those are all completely useless to me. I need to know what is the game. What is the thing we're doing? In fairness, Seahawk, I think it was only a contract negotiation to one side of that relationship. The other side seemed to not want it to be a negotiation. So all I've got left here in the cabins is cabin 1, which I can't seem to open. I'm going to double check my codes. Gonna need to replace that battery soon. Good thing I found 5 while I'm in here. What do we have? It's not this. Those are alien facility locations. It's the transmission origin. I could check this out. Life Pod 6 is 400 meters west-northwest of Life Pod 4. I am not sure I've found this one yet. I might have, I'm not sure. Nope, nothing here. Cabin 1. Oh, and the sweet offer! Ah, okay, so Huggins is in cabin 1. He handles the robot suits. His code to his cabin is 1869. Got it. Oh, I can scan the double bed.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
Responsible Autonomous Relationships by Jenny Eckhart. All the good things in life are commodities. We trade love just as we buy and sell stock. We engage in human relationships when there is a fair exchange of value. Support, motivation, affection, nothing good is ever free. Ooh, Jenny? I have a feeling Jenny is not the author's name here. This is some alpha male alt-right nonsense immediately. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Raven. Good theming gets me started. I've often said, if you put an elf on it, I'm immediately interested. Put an elf on it, riding a horseback, firing a bow. Okay, cool. How do we play? What is the game? If every physical good in the Federation came from a single supplier, it would constitute a dangerous monopoly. Personal relationships are the same. It is important for people to get what they need from multiple sources. If a person finds a better source of the goods they require, they are not wronging their original supplier by changing their purchasing arrangements. No, but you are hurting that relationship, even in a pure business sense. You're still doing that. Oh, you're right. The foreword is by Jenny. Still... If one member of a relationship should feel threatened or jealous, they must look at their own business model and ask whether it is performing competitively. There's always room for improvement. I have a hat. I picked up a hat. Because I picked up a hat, my inventory is full. Incompatible with protective environment suits. So I picked up a hat, but I can't wear it. Okay. Yeah, I dropped the dead battery. No, drop dead battery. Don't need it. Pick up the water. I don't need the first aid kit. I don't need that first aid kit. Arcade George.
New blueprint acquired.
So I got in here, and all I got was the blueprint for a double bed and some incel literature. I was really hoping for something more to help me, like, make aerogel so I can build the giant robot. Or something to help me deal with the electrical hazards. I'm gonna walk into this electrical hazard in hopes that the robot lady will be like, you're gonna need a rubber suit. Oh, okay. No problems. Never mind. Just walk right by this. That's totally fine. Okay, what are the captain's quarters code? 2679. Last recorded transmissions.
New PDA data.
And a blueprint for an escape rocket. All right, here's our ultimate goal. Once we're cured of the disease or shut down the defenses, 5 independently constructible elements: a launch platform, the structural support of the gantry, primary thrusters, fuel reserve, cockpit, 1-person life support, short-range communications, orbital shielding. I won't be able to leave if it recognizes that I haven't shut down the cannons. Oh, and use alien material so that we can use it for longer distances. That all makes sense. Okay, cool. We have how we win the game. Eventually. Work to do, but we'll get there.
Average long-range transmission delay, 8 hours. Opening last recorded transmissions.
This is an emergency distress call. Aurora is on collision course with planet 4546b. Sending all available environmental data. Please respond with rescue solutions. Out.
This is Altera HQ. Attached to this message, you should find the blueprints for an escape ship that we calculate will be capable of breaking orbit and getting you back to the nearest phase gate. Now, it's designed to use materials you can find in situ, but it's gonna need one hell of a power source. Now, we'll be sure to...
Aurora long-range communications relay offline.
Captain's log. Craig McGill Simulator. It's a VR captain's log. Captain Hot Dog Hollister played a game where you land on a quiet alien backwater when your ship implodes. Foraging some hours, you find some farmable food stuff. Sustain yourself on Starwall eggs. There's no reason with the mother of the Starwalls. You are not so much torn apart by swallowed whole. Your atoms that you thought were you are gradually redistributed in service of the Starwalls' continued survival. Would you like to continue? No. Okay. Captain's quarters had something actually really good and useful. Liked that. Need to get into the captain quarters or you cannot beat the game. Oh, bless me. Okay. So that handles the captain's quarters. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate it. That handles these quarters. So my only concern then is underwater where the prawn suits were? Canteen's got nothing. Storage has got nothing. My understanding is the black box is somewhere around here. I may have misunderstood that, but let's take a look around. Is this an empty one I discarded? No, that is a full fire extinguisher just underwater. Okay. These things are all sparking all over the place, but there isn't actually anything around them. Extra flashlight. Oh, here we go. Ow. I'm not even sure what this room is. Ah, black box data.
Integrating new PDA data.
Initiated slingshot maneuver. High velocity energy pulse detected on the planet. That's the cannon. Emergency distress signal sent to Altera. Listening buoy via long-range comm relay. There's an 8-hour delay before they got a response. Life pod bays on starboard side were compromised when the impact happened. Outgoing communications were compromised. I gotta get somewhere where I can get air. Hold on. Here's a battery just in case you needed to fuel up your laser cutter. I'm not sure what the code for that is. Okay, well, let me go up over this way for air. Go back. I'm gonna face the wall while I've got air so I can read this thing. Let's see. Massive impact registered. Drive core shield compromised. Emergency bounce backs received from 8 life pods on the planet's surface. 8 life pods total. Good to know. But the only human life sign detected over long range at 8 hours is me. A personnel unaccounted for, Riley Robinson, maintenance chief. Interesting. Terra HQ solution received at 8 hours. High priority terminal and captain's quarters got that. Monitoring equipment failed at 13 hours. Yep, no other survivors. Although a maintenance man is unaccounted for. Lab access.
Integrating new PDA data.
If you need to tweak your equipment, use the mod station in the forward section or retrieve pre-configured equipment from the lab next door to the data coil. That's where I am. 6483. Okay, so this one feels really weird because I've found the code right here, but I could also swim around into the wall, I guess. 4, 4, 8, 8, 3. I guess the room's separate. That's fine. I'm gonna get some air. Door's open now. Okay. What have we got? I could take a useless microscope. Decorative, I should say that. It's a decorative microscope, which is fine. That's fine. Fashion is the end game.
Data bank corruption was detected on your PDA. Your technology blueprints have been updated.
Okay. What can we learn from the hive mind of Straddler 6?
Data.
So it sounds like an upgrade for my propulsion cannon, which is fine. Details on a different alien planet. Is there anything actually in here? Seems like... Wait, maybe a way up? Ah, okay, here we go. Missed just a tiny bit of fire, just a little bit. We can have a little fire as a treat. Okay. Extra fire extinguisher. Extra battery. Okay, we're out of a different doorway. And I assume this is just a way out to my ship? That's what it looks like? Oh, I ran out of battery. Interesting, the extra stuff I can move. I kind of like the little confirm. When you point at something you can move, it rotates a little bit, makes a noise. Useful data. I can also pick up the crab things. That's sort of what I figured this thing was for pushing the fish around. I can get to the sea moth that way. Is there anything else in here? Did I miss anything? I don't think I did, but double check. That door does not open because it has no lights on it. It's the coil room. The lab. So no aerogel. No idea what aerogel is. But I do have the plans to build a sea moth and my escape vehicle. And got some more of the plot. Plot is still good, in spite of all my whining. I do enjoy the plot. This was the big breach. To get in here. Yeah, I think we've covered everything in the ship. Thank you, Propane Panda. I appreciate it. It was definitely a little bit of whining, though. I do understand that. And then my way out. What's up here? And through here. That's all blocked off. Alright, we can go back to base. Now I'm whining, haha. Okay, yeah, just a full loop, because that's how I got up. Okay. Having an exit once you're done with it, that's good design. That was good level design. I appreciate that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, let's get away from the exploding thing. We'll have to figure out how to make aerogel somehow. And you know, there's that life pod that's away from here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to park in front of life pod 4 and save, and we will come back to this next time. We'll go look for life pod 6, make sure that that's cleared out. But that'll be it. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me for Browncoat's Game Design Academy. I appreciate it. We'll be back next week while we continue to explore and find more things. Hopefully we'll figure out what aerogel is, and then we'll make a giant robot. That'll be cool. We'll go upgrade our sea moth and go deep. That'll be good too. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everybody.